This is John for John's Beat. Today I have the pleasure of being on the beat with one of my all-time favorites, one of the greats of the game, on or off the field,
Oh,
Monica Abbott. How are
hi.
you, Monica?
Hey, how's it
Man, it's
going?
good to see you. Even off the
Yeah,
field, it's good to see you.
thank you. And thank you for representing. You have my shirt on. I know you got that probably back when we worked together with the Bandits and
Absolutely.
really
Good,
awesome to see you represent today.
great memories. I got plenty of your shirts. I got from the Team USA and all sorts of stuff because, as I said, I'm a huge Monica Abbott fan, as are lots of people.
Thanks.
Let's take you to your career, though. Obviously, you've had an elite career, a Hall of Fame career. Were you able to enjoy it during the time? Were you able to soak it all in and realize what you were accomplishing?
At certain points I was, but I played for a long time and my seasons were really long, and I was doing double duty, with Team USA and playing internationally with Toyota, or I was playing in the pro league in the States and then playing with Toyota during the off season. So there's certain moments and things that I wish I could have had to like settle in more. And I'm sure, as I get deeper into my retirement, that I'll probably start to reminisce more on those funny moments and more stories will pop up into my head. But I really have had such a good just such a good career and like a long career. Like sometimes it surprises me, but I've had so many amazing teammates and moments that I've been able to share with fans and with people that have kind of followed me throughout, my softball career. So it's really been a greatest my honor to be able to play for them. And I just feel so much gratitude to the sport and to the fans.
Well, we're grateful to have seen you. Of course, I've seen you play for several years. Um, what does it mean to you you were part of the generation that carried the sport from one level and brought it to another? It's really at a much bigger stage now, much more exposure, and to help the future generation bring it to an even higher level. What does all that
Yeah,
mean to you?
yeah, for sure. I think, I feel really, really happy that I can say that I left the sport better than when I found it. Um, and it was always important to push. I think the generation that I played with, we believed in creating better and bigger opportunities for others, and we continued to push for that. And now you're starting to see that, right? You're seeing more TV and all of that on college softball and even professional softball in the States. Like the platform is higher, and thanks to not only media coverage, but social media players are creating fans on their own, and media uh, athletes, all generations are wanting to follow more. Softball is an engaging and exciting sport. And when we're able to highlight those amazing plays now, and they're getting viewed, and it's just awesome to see. So I'm really happy that I've been able to, and I feel like I've left it all on the field, but also that most importantly, I left the game in a good place as an athlete.
No, you absolutely did. I mean, again, from when you first started to now, the game has grown so much more, and certainly you
Right.
were a big part of that. Let me
Yeah.
ask you kind of a funny question. I know you threw out the first pitch at a Houston Astros game.
Yes.
Was that a bit of a challenge? Obviously a different distance and the different crowd and all that.
It's been kind of fun. I've had the opportunity to throw out some different first pitches, whether it was at the Astros game, the Cubs game, even, softball games and, AAA games, all these different things. And even the Giants, I did the Giants last year as well. And it's always kind of fun. And I've learned this over the years that like one of the funnest things to do is to go out there, and I always bring a softball with me because I'm like, okay, let me throw out a softball at a baseball field, and then or sometimes I'll throw both, do kind of like sneak in a second double pitch, like throw a baseball and throw a softball, just because I think it is so important to be able to. Baseball's a brother sport to softball, but it's so important to be able to showcase a softball in front of such the huge crowds that baseball is able to bring in.
Totally, totally, absolutely. Now you did announce your retirement. You've got a
I
book
did.
coming out,
Yes,
Rise
I
and Shine, the
do. I
Monica.
do.
I'm
What?
sorry. No, I was saying, yeah, the Rise and Shine, the Monica Abbott story.
Yes.
Can you tell us what? Obviously, I know it's an autobiography, but can you tell us a little bit about what you put into the book?
Yeah, so the Rise and Shine, the Monica Abbott story, it's available for pre-order right now, on Amazon and online. But it's just it's my story, you know, I think, and even as I look at it, like, how did I make it? You know, sometimes I laugh to myself. I can't believe that, like, from a small town, you know, working class family, and just somehow I made it. And how did these opportunities continue to present themselves, whether it was high school, whether it was going to Tennessee, or going to the Olympics in 2008, or then going again in 2020, and how those, you know, years with the Bandits, or years playing for Toyota, or years playing in Houston in the pro leagues, how those kind of developed me, not only as an athlete, but as an ambassador for the sport and for female athletics. So it talks a lot about those stories. It's garnered to, obviously, our young softball players, but it's also garnered, there's a aspect of it that we really wanted to touch on to reach some of, you know, the adults, because that have followed me, but also have that understand what it means to be a female athlete, and why women's opportunities are important. So there's that aspect in the book as well.
Do you think you'll be doing a book signing tour?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do. It's kind of in the works now. We've talked about it. As of right now, we have like one or two spots that we're going to. But yeah, I think that we'll probably, hopefully, do some at some other softball events across the country. So we'll see.
Well, you
It's
know, I'll be hoping for Chicago, of course.
I know, I am too. I mean, I am. I want to, you know, run the loop. I want to get deep dish pizza.
I was
I
just
want
going to say pizza,
to
absolutely.
pillows, maybe a Cubs game or Sox game. Like,
Do it all,
go
soak it
to
all in.
Chicago.
Now, when you're writing the book, is there anything that you learned about yourself through the process?
Yeah, you know, the book, I started working on it December 2021. Took about a year to write. I have two great ghost authors, Rob and Debbie Shriver. And you know, the book allowed me to really think about all the things that where I've come throughout my career, and what I've actually done, and some of those pivotal moments that not only people recognize me for, like, you know, like the Olympics, or in my hometown, they recognize me for North Salinas High School, or their Balls fans recognize me as a Tennessee athlete. But some of those in between moments that really helped formulate me as a woman and as an adult, like, how did these moments impact me in my story to be able to impact another generation, to inspire another generation. And the book really helped me kind of talk those things out, and also be kind of like taken aback, like, oh my gosh, like, that was me. Like, I did that. Like, because when you're in the moment, sometimes you don't really think about that. You go with what you feel is best, or what is right, and you get advice from the people in your circle, and you try to represent the best you can. And when you take a 360 step back and look at it, it's almost like an out of body experience of, like, holy cow, like, that happened. Like, that was actually me.
I can't imagine. Absolutely. Some of the things that you've accomplished. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, would you like to promote where they could find the book, promote your website? I know you've got the Monica Abbott Scholarship Fund as well. Feel
Yep.
free.
So obviously I'm just newly retired, and I'm excited for what is next. You know, I feel like can have a huge impact off the sport, off the field as well. But Rise and Shine, the Monica Abbott story, is coming out. You can do pre-orders on Amazon right now. And there's a link to it on my website, monicaabbott.com. And of course, you can always follow me on social. That's always a great way to stay in touch. So looking forward to seeing you all, hopefully near a softball field one day.
Well, I encourage everyone to check out the book. I mean, I followed your career. It's a fascinating career. And I also like to take this opportunity to really thank you. Thank you for what you've done for the sport. Thank you for what you did in Chicago and elsewhere. And really thank you for your kindness over the years. You were always fantastic with interviews. You were always fun to see at the ballpark. And when Monica Abbott was pitching, I always knew I was going to see just an outstanding game. And I
Wow.
appreciate everything you've done. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
You have a great afternoon, Monica. And in about 3 minutes from now, I'll be going on my computer and pre-ordering the book. And still hoping that you come for a signing, though.
Love that. Love that.
Monica, you have a fantastic day. Enjoy the start of your retirement and whatever else happens.
Yeah. Whatever the world brings.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Monica.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care.
Bye.